Hey guys, how's it going? Thank you for tuning in to today's video. This is episode 144 of the Minecraft LP series. So, I just wanted to start this video off with a quick notice to you guys, and that is that we are approaching 1k subs very quickly. And you know what that means? Firstly, that means there will be a face reveal stream. I'd imagine it will probably be stream form sometime soon once I hit that 1k mark. And as well as that, I've been having a couple suggestions put in by you guys about other things that I should do. So obviously we'll probably build something in the world to commemorate the achievement. And as well as that, Sparky actually suggested that we do a small Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, of course, throw them in now until I hit the 1k mark. And just as a quick disclaimer, the stream, the face reveal stream, it won't be exactly after I hit 1k. I will need to still prepare for it for a little bit because, of course, I don't actually have the equipment required to do a face cam on my stream at the moment, which it might surprise some of you guys, but, you know, I need to go out and buy that stuff, so, you know, it won't happen immediately as I hit 1k, but don't worry, as soon as we pass that mark, I will be preparing for it, and I will do as I promised. And as I say, just drop some questions in. If there's anything you want to ask me, it can be personal stuff, obviously not too personal, but it can be personal stuff, and I might pop that into a video or something. I'll just answer a few of you guys' questions, anything you maybe want to know about me outside of my Minecraft life, and I think that'll be quite fun. So today we are going to be working once again on the storage cache that we've been building for the start of today's episode, and I want to just adapt the design a little bit because I did tell you guys I wasn't entirely convinced by this thing. What are we looking like for materials as well? Probably should go maybe get some other materials because we look quite scarce out here. But yeah, there needs to be something different, right? This bush outline doesn't work very well for me. I don't know about you guys. And here comes the rain. Didn't bring an umbrella today, which is unfortunate. So I'm going to get soaking wet. But as I say, not entirely convinced. So let's see what we can do. Okay guys, so to start things off, I've pulled out the leaves that were wrapping around the edge of the storage cache here. And I've also pulled out the terracotta because I think we're going to use a different block type to surround the cache itself. And I'm thinking that that block type is going to be some spruce. But we're going to use the bark spruce instead. So what I'm going to do is maybe not like that. I think we'll place them facing this way. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. But then in the corners, we'll just have it stand up from the bottom like so. And we'll take this all of the way around. And I'm just thinking that the reason why we're going to use some wood is because you can never really go wrong with a bit of wood combined with some stone. And my voice almost cut out there. I don't know if you realized that in the audio, but I had a bit of a stumble. Okay, so almost there. And we'll leave it like that for now just because we don't need to wrap it all the way around just yet. And I wanted to test a couple things. So first of all, let's have a stripped section. And then I also want to craft up some fences. And we'll use spruce wood again for this, I think. So here we go. Let's take some planks like that, take some sticks, and craft ourselves some fences. And we're going to use fences to surround these caches, I think. So let's do something like that. And then again, we'll have some over here. So maybe just 3 on this side so that we can enter the cache easily. And then, of course, on this side again, we'll have some more fences that go all of the way along. You know what, guys? I think I actually prefer the stripped spruce logs in here. So we're going to go ahead and take that design all the way around as well. And then I'll give you a quick look. So this is what we got so far. And I think it's an improvement already, right? It looks a bit better than just having leaves all over the place. And it also helps to define where the cache actually is, you know, because if we didn't have the differentiation here, we just have leaves running all the way over the place and it would be a bit more difficult to determine where there is a cache and where there is a pathway. So I think this works out well. However, we need to figure out something for these corners. So these corners here, so I don't know where I'm going with that sentence, but I think that having them too high like this isn't too bad. We might just need to cap them off with a slab or something, so let's try that out. We'll go ahead and create some spruce slabs, and we'll pop them atop these corner pieces like so. Because I was going to try something a bit more extravagant, right? I was going to take these pillars up, maybe try and connect them somewhere in the middle, but it's such a big area, I just don't think it's going to look good, however way we decide to do it. So maybe instead of that, we will just try to keep things a little bit more simple and just go with the fences like this. And we might even be able to do something else just to break it up a bit, like come to the center of each of these fences and just pop in something like that in the middle, you know, just to break the fence up a little bit because it can be quite linear and quite non-complex, you know, just having the fences chained together like this. So we will break it up ever so slightly like so. And we could then even do something similar here maybe. So we could have like something like this, you know, to define the entrance. So now we've got this. Yeah, it's not so bad, is it? We need to mix up these stone bricks a little bit, however. So as I was saying, let's get some differentiation in here. So we'll just mix a few of the andesite and polished andesite blocks in, just to break up the stone brick textures a little bit. I think that might work out well. And whilst I'm doing that, I just wanted to say, I'm not sure how I'm going to format the Q&A. I do definitely want to do one now that I've had it suggested to me, but would you guys rather see me do that in a stream? Or would you rather see me just make a video? I could do perhaps an LP video, a hardcore episode or something, and just talk over the top of some of the footage that doesn't require much commentating. Or I could, I guess, just make a completely separate video addressing some of the questions that doesn't contain any gameplay at all. I really don't know, so whatever you guys think about that, do please let me know. And I'm just trying to figure out whether or not I want to add in any different textures here. I think that might be okay, right? I quite like the look of this, actually. Yeah, it's not so bad, but oops. As I was saying, do let me know about that. So would you rather see an exclusive Q&A video, or would you want to see maybe an LP video with LP questions? Yeah, that makes sense, Hocus. An LP video with Q&A questions, you know, like keyed in somewhere. So now that we've got this in place, I also maybe wanted to add a bit of lighting. So how are we going to do that? Perhaps something not too fancy, but a little construction might be necessary. So if we do something like this and then perhaps pull the bottom part out, replace that with stone brick. So we've got a nice stone brick base to it. Okay. And then at the top, we'll have perhaps a couple slabs like so. And then a lantern. How's that going to look? Yeah, that's not too bad, is it? But I think it needs to go up ever so slightly because the items are going to shoot out of there very high. And they're going to collide with that lantern if we don't move it up a bit. So let's take it up ever so slightly. A couple more blocks I think will do the trick. So let's go up maybe 1, 2. And then let's get a slab on top again. Slab coming this way. And then we can pop the lantern just like that. Does that look strange? Oh boy. That kind of looks strange, doesn't it? I don't think that works very well, actually. Maybe we'll tear that down and try something else. Okay, guys, so I am quite content with this design. I think it will be the final design for now, unless you guys think of anything else that you may want me to add. But I don't think it's too bad. As I say, I don't want it to be overkill. And at the same time, I also don't want it to look terrible. But at least we've defined where the storage cache actually resides, right? I think that's important. So now that we've done that, let's quickly fill in the other side of this pathway. So we just need to put some terracotta down, and then I will test the system just to make sure that it works, because with that lantern being so low, I'm not sure if it's going to interfere with the blocks coming out of the system or not, but we'll see. I hope it doesn't. And I'm sure as long as I can collect all of the blocks that come out, we won't actually be making any changes. So let's just hit that button, give it a second to do what it needs to do. And all that I'm hoping is that the blocks don't get stuck anywhere around here, because I kind of like it when they just sort of, you know, after a while, they're just bouncing around in the pool here. Oh, here they come. Okay, so it looks like they get stuck, but then they actually drop back down, which is good. So let's just give it a second. Don't want to see any more blocks hitting that trapdoor. And that is about it, right? Yep, there we go. That seems to be about it. So if we collect all of these, that gives us exactly a stack. Let's try that one more time, I think. And if it works for a second time, we'll give the lever a pull as well, see if that's okay. And then we should have a fully functioning system that has a design that isn't so bad, I don't think. As I say, you guys let me know what your feedback is on this, and any appropriate changes I will make. So here it goes once again. I just don't want to see any get stuck, you know. It's fine if they get stuck for a brief moment and fall back down, but if they're getting stuck permanently, then that's something that maybe we'll want to fix, just because I don't want it to happen. So here we go. That seems to be about done. Aha, good. So we got another stack. Let's pull that lever and just make sure that with a continuous flow, nothing goes wrong. So here they come. Okay, yeah, they get stuck, but I'm sure it's just a graphical glitch for a second, right? Because it always corrects itself. Even that one there that was stuck on the block kind of got pulled away after a while. So let's shut that off. Collect up our blocks. Throw them back into the system. And we can be moving on. So here's something that might surprise you guys. We are going to be working today on this contraption. So this is, of course, the storage system for our mob farm here. And something that I want to do is just to finish it up, because if we take a fly out here and loop back around, you guys can see that we've got this massive gaping hole on one side, and it doesn't look good, does it? It doesn't look pretty at all. So what I want to do is I want to create something that looks similar to the item chute here, but on the other side. So of course, it will serve no function, it will serve no purpose, but it will serve a purpose, right? Because it will make things look a bit more symmetrical, and it will also allow us to block off the other end there. So, kind of forgot what materials we used here. So let me grab one of these logs. I think it's spruce, right? Oh no, this is stripped oak. Okay, so I was wrong. This is stripped oak. And we've also got, what is this? Spruce fences? And I meant to say birch, not spruce. Why would this be spruce? So we got spruce fences. We got oak that is stripped. I don't think we'll need these fences, however. And then we also have bone blocks, right? I think these are bone blocks here. And then a combination of birch slabs and the 3 stone brick textures. Okay, so that seems to make sense. Let me go and grab a shulker box with a few of these items in, and we'll be right back. You know what, guys? And I am sorry, I will apologize. I know you've seen this function take place a million times before already, but this is the perfect moment to use the storage cache here. So we're gonna fly in, hit the button, pop down our shulker box just here. We'll be okay, I'm sure. Then you gotta wait for a second, you know? You gotta wait for it to load up and make sure it's going to give you exactly the correct number of blocks, which takes some time due to the redstone work that we used. And I think it could be simplified. As I said, it's probably not the most efficient way to do what we've done, but it works, right? It works, and why fix something if it's not broken, you know? That is how the saying goes, I believe. Okay, so we're just waiting for this to calm down a second, for blocks to stop hitting this trapdoor up here. That looks good. We can grab it, craft our stone into stone bricks, and pop it into the shulker box. Alright guys, so this seems to be about pretty much everything we'll need, right? If we need some more, we can go grab it as it is required. But I'm quickly taking a look to see what we need to do here. So immediately we need to take that wooden pillar all the way to the top, I believe. Yep, that looks about right. So we'll start out with that, and then we'll work our way across. And as I say, this part of the build really isn't going to serve much function at all, but I think we'll still build it, just so, as I say, it's got some symmetrical value. I don't know what to say there. It's symmetrical. That's probably what I should say, right? Don't know how I couldn't get my head around that, but here we go. I think if we take this out firstly, and falling is not part of the plan, so let's get back up to where we were. And we just want to mirror it, as I say. I bought some glass as well. I think we'll make it into a sort of see-through tube. So this goes all the way up to there, right? And does it actually extend up into the roof? I think it will, right? Oh, okay. So the slab has to go... Does it come down one then, that slab, or what? Okay, it sort of levels out and comes down onto the top of that log, right? So we need to bring this down, I think. And I don't know how I collected that. It looked like it was way too far gone, but I've got it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see how it is on the other side. And then we've got the... Oh, it's different, isn't it? 1, 2... Ooh, this is going to take some off-camera work, I think, guys, because I really don't know. Oh, I see. So there's a 2-block gap, bone block gap. That's what we need to implement, right? Ah, so I think we've got it figured out now, guys. We got the bone block divider in, and now we can start to construct this end piece. So it requires a straight column of oak logs. So let's get that in place, first of all. And I'm hoping we've got enough oak here. There doesn't seem to be a lot, does it? 22, actually, now that I think about it. So the oak log structure is going to go right here, I believe. Oh, is that one out? I don't know. I can't tell. It's hard to tell. Oh, no, we're perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it goes all the way, right? Up to there? Does that seem correct? Yeah, that seems about correct, right? Because then you can see the roof actually sits on top of this log. So now we can strip the thing because it should be stripped. And that is one side complete. of this thing, and then there will be some stone brick up in that segment as well. So let's go ahead and get that implemented. And I think we just want to mix and match the 3 textures, right? That seems to be what we've done elsewhere here. Okay. Oh, I missed. Damn it. Good flying from Hocus there. Whoa. There we go. There we go. All right, so let's just mix and match here. Something like that will be okay. And then we'll have the glass running through the middle. And of course on this side, there won't be anything in the tube. We could fill it with water, I suppose, just to keep things looking even on both sides. But it doesn't actually matter if we do or if we don't. So once again, I'll just use these as sort of scaffold blocks, even though scaffold does exist in the game now, but you know, I don't really like it, to be honest. That is my personal opinion on scaffolding right there. So does the glass go all the way to the top, or is there a trim at the top? No, the glass does indeed go all of the way to the top, and then we'll have more oak logs on the other side to cap it off. And it looks like we'll just about have enough oak actually, which is nice. Okay, and then we go up and oak, 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 oak. Perfect. Okay. All right, guys, here we go. Potentially the most useless water bucket we're going to place in this world. Let's open this thing up. And I think actually what we'll do as well is we'll just maybe cap that little inside gap off. Pour the water in down there and then just cover it back up. And we can quickly take a look at this. Oh, that would have been a good view, but I missed it. Okay, this is fine. So bone block divider is in place, and we've also got the water column in place. And as I say, it's going to do nothing, but it's there for symmetry reasons, right? Just to make things look a bit good, a bit better. And it also allows us to cover up the redstone. So now that we've done that, we need to figure out a design piece for the back of the thing because it's still wide open. And then maybe another day we're going to have to terraform this area just to allow it to match up with what we've got there. Otherwise, we'll put it on stilts like the rest of it here. I don't know, one way or the other, we'll figure it out. You guys see what I'm saying? The back definitely needs some tidying up. It's a little bit open, right? We still haven't thought of a design to go into that gap at the end as well. But what I figured is, right, so we've got a repeating pattern, 2 bone blocks, and then a triple wide stone brick texture type thing. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some oak logs and we are going to go to the end here. Does that match up? That looks like it should match up, I think, I hope. Come on. Come on. All right, this time. There we go. Good. All right. We also need to strip this thing if we can. Oh, dear. This is hard. Minecraft is hard. All right, here we go. Strip that. Pop those guys in. And then we've got a pillar that goes all of the way up. We also need to put some birch planks in between the gap, like so. And I think we got some of those. Yeah, we should have just about enough. Pop those into the hotbar. And then I think what I'm going to do is just use bone blocks here. So we'll have bone blocks going from the ground all the way to the top. And the reason why is just because this gap obviously is a little bit wider, but I don't really know what else would make sense, to be honest. Just to continue the pattern, right? There's no point in doing like a 1 wide bone block and then a 2 wide stone brick or something like that. So I figured just continue the pattern, make it a little bit wider than elsewhere, and just be done with it, right? I think that would be the best way to go about this. So let's just fill that in. And then we've got a little bit more to do here. Okay, and that's that. So let's take a step back and analyze our work. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll live with that. We also need to do the same thing on that end as well. And just like that, the back is complete. And it looks quite awesome, if you ask me. Don't know how you guys feel about it. Obviously, you might have mixed opinions and ones that differentiate from mine. But it's not too bad, right? Keep it simple. And usually it works out, especially if you just have a repeating pattern like this. So, of course, it does extend on the ends. But I think in a way, on the ends, just having that extra length of bone somehow makes things look pretty good. So yeah, we'll go with it. I'm happy, as I say. So that is pretty much all we're going to have time for today, you guys, I think. Let's just quickly take a look at it from up here on the 100 subscriber monument, and could be adding a 0 to this soon. That's kind of crazy, right? When did we hit 100? Let me just double check. We hit it in April 6th, and it is now August, right? So yeah, not too bad. Not too bad going, if you ask me. So about 4 months to get from 100 to 1000, I think, right? August is the 8th month of the year, I believe. Yeah, so around 4 months. That's pretty good going. That is pretty good going. So there's the mob farm. storage system. The mob farm's right there, actually, Hocus. That's the mob farm storage system that you're looking at. So there's the mob farm storage system. Extend it out. We do need to either put it on a platform or terraform this area to complete things, but aside from that, it's looking very good, if I don't say so myself. Alright then guys, welcome back to this video for the last time for today. My name is Hocus Pocus. As you know, I have been Hocus Pocus in this video, if you couldn't have guessed, and this has been episode 144 of the Minecraft LP series. I do hope you had fun with this one today. I had a lot of fun recording it, as I always do, and I'm very pleased with the outcome of what we've built. So if you guys have any questions, anything like that, make sure to pop them down in the comment section below. Don't forget to leave me any questions for my Q&A as well. And without further ado, take care of yourselves, take care of your families. Once again, I've been Hocus Pocus. Have a good day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.